JonTron.
Welcome to the great beyond. Welcome to our beautiful galaxy. For eons the cosmos have served as a place for matter, life, and sand to exist. Man, throughout his journey on the Earth's surface, has oft looked upon the sun and asked the question, the Milky Way galaxy, just one of billions of galaxies in the observable universe, its apparent beauty and poetic melody stretching to the farthest reaches of the blackness and back, composing a quartet of wonderment along the way. And so we have arrived, here on Earth, gazing at the amethyst-tinted skies, pondering to ourselves the meaning of our punctual existence in this plane of reality. Yes, people of the world, this is
JonTron's top 5 things that break a game's immersion. Look at that! It's a green screen! One thing video games undeniably have over other forms of storytelling is their distinct ability to envelop us in their virtual worlds and lore, to bring us into a state of flow while playing the game, melting away our surroundings and making us feel like we're really part of the adventure at hand. In other words, immerse us. Conversely though, there's the stuff that takes us out of the game, the annoying stuff, the stuff that'll snap you right out your epic quest to save Elfendor and have you realize that you're still a sad, unemployed 20-something on his way to the grave. So get ready folks for a detailing of the top 5 things that will sour a game's immersion factor.
Number 5.
Ooh, you gotta love the cheap death. Oh wait, no you don't! I gotta say, there's nothing I love more than a good challenge in a game, but when the old unfair demise comes along in a video game, I just gotta facepalm. It doesn't matter the era, NES, N64, or current day consoles. A cheap death is a surefire way to take you right out of whatever game you're playing, you know what I'm saying? A lot of the times you just want to play the game for the experience. You're going along, having a great time, reveling in the story and the characters, and cheap deaths. I could do without them.
Number 4.
Repetition can be good, you know, if you want to pretend like you're in indentured servitude. In this age of cell phones, blindingly fast computers, and the show Glee, people don't want to do boring stuff anymore. Perhaps in the times of the past, counting on your rosary was the best way to distract yourself from the polio, but in modern times, we have toasters that cook eggs too, okay? We don't want to be bothered by repetitive gameplay and mind-numbing fetch quests. There's not a much more powerful tool for snapping you back into your pathetic existence than hearing the words, "Go and bring me back 6 forest walrus hides, and I'll give you some gold," or some shit like that. This doesn't even strictly include games like RPGs. Try Devil May Cry. I mean, why does it take so many hits to kill these guys? Is that necessary? Is that fun? Was that good? Yeah? You like that? I see a good engrossing game following a pattern of thought, action, reward, not blistering mundanity. Come on, guys.
Number 3.
Too many long, drawn-out, and boring cutscenes. I'm looking at you, Final Hallway 13. To reach that feeling of enmeshment with a game, you gotta retain that feeling of flow, and what better way to crumble up that cookie than to punctuate every 10 or so minutes with a scenery-chewing cutscene. Maybe it was simply a hardware limitation in the past, but nowadays more and more games like Fallout 3, Half-Life 2, Mass Effect, and Dead Space are foregoing the traditional cutscene for a more play-and-control style. It's just so much easier to feel like you're actually in the game when you're actually in control at all times, thinking and breathing like the character himself. Because let's face it, how can you possibly relate to your character anymore after you've seen him go I have to admit though, when used correctly in games like in Final Fantasy IX, a cutscene can really make a game stand out. But it's a fine line. Jason!
Number 2.
Oh dear. Oh dear. I don't think he's getting anywhere in a hurry. Ants in the pants? Perhaps the pants are in those ants. Bad AI. Oh, bad AI. Is there anything more hilarious and annoying all at the same time? Whether it be cooperative AI that just won't cooperate, or enemy AI that's as stupid as Dick Cheney on ice, how can you possibly stay tranced into a world where Monkey McJokington is glitching in and out of existence? If your fellow Marines are driving their car around like they're a bunch of 14-year-olds on a Tuesday joyride, how can you possibly stay in the experience? It goes both ways, too. Good AI is totally possible and makes a game a million times more fun to play. Anyone remember Alex from Half-Life 2, Episode 1 specifically? You could have sworn she was a real person. Game, set, and match, broski. It's time for the big granddaddy of them all. The one, the only. Yes, it's the loading screen. I know, a game's gotta do what a game's gotta do. Those textures and bump mappings can't come out of hyperspace. Or can they? But man, loading screen, it can really ruin the flow of a game! It's fine if a game loads it all beforehand, Little Big Planet style, but look how many times it happens in Dead Rising 2 right at the beginning. So many! It's honestly just frustrating after a while. A game can easily go from having that seamless World of Warcraft feeling to having that choppy, gross feeling. I know, I shouldn't complain about this. It's mainly technical, and I don't know how to program, but there are so many games to get it right, you'd have to think it's all just in good planning. So yeah, as far as I'm concerned, there is no bigger hit to a game's immersion factor than a bunch of choppy, long, slow loading screens. I guess we should call the PSP the non-immersion machine then. Oh snap, burn! All it does is load.